name is Scott Mise, and I'm one of the co-directors of npGREENWAY, which is an advocacy group for the North Portland Greenway. We want to continue it from the East Bank Esplanade, downtown Portland, all the way up through St. John's to the Columbia River. This is Jason Starman. He's our webmaster and volunteer extraordinaire. He and I have led a lot of these rides over the last few years, and the point of today is just to answer your questions and let you guys get out and see what the possibilities are. Some of the portions of the trail are built, some of it are not built, and you'll get to see that. If you don't have a map, let me know, I can get you a map. And what we're going to do from here is, this is not built. This is railroad right here, and we can't go there right now. But so what we're going to have to do is turn around, and we'll go up the ramp and out onto Interstate Avenue through the Rose Quarter, and then we'll regroup over on the other side here.
That's where it will be when it's built?
Well, we would like it to be right here. A lot of this is aspirational at this point, and part of city planning maps and regional transportation plans and metro trail plans and those sort of things. But all of the details need to be worked out. So yeah, definitely. To the very end is 14 miles. If you want to go any further north on the Greenway Trail, you're going to need a boat. But I don't know that we're going to make it all that way, but it's about 10 to 12 miles up to St. John's. Just beyond this point is the Albina Railroad Yards, Union Pacific. That's a key spot in connecting downtown to Swan Island and then further north. There's some concern from some of the industrial users along there, as well as the railroad, of whether or not there should be a path going through there. There was a study done this last year that shows several alternatives on how you could get a path through there. One of them involves removing one of the spurs of railroad track there. The part right up here it's Union Pacific land, and the concrete road that's on top of it is leased, or the road's owned. I don't know how it works exactly, but it's the Ashgrove Cement Company that's there. So there would need to be an easement through there in order to put the trail through. So we call this the Ports of Call Gap, because the trail, we have to go back through the buildings here, through a little courtyard and around, and then we come back to the water on the other side here. That would be something that would have to be addressed. Right along the bank over here, they're trenching for more of the big pipe project. Ideally, we'd love to have the trail go on top of that when they're done and stay along the water here. Right now, I believe it's still shown that it would actually just be a widened sidewalk out here along the busy Basin Avenue that we're going to be going down. Here, this is the Wad Bluff Trail, and you'll see on your map that it's a blue solid line, and the blue indicates that it's funded, and then it'll be paved trail all the way up to Willamette Boulevard here at the top. One of the great things about the Wad Bluff Trail is that it provides both access to the Greenway and also access to jobs on Swan Island. As we get past the Wad Bluff Trail, we'll be going around the bottom of the bluff with the university up on top. It's a very challenging portion of the trail, but it's really a key connector from the north to the south. So you'll see as we get around to the other end of it, you'll see the Triangle Park portion of a property that the university has recently purchased. Then we have McCormick and Baxter, which is a Superfund site that was cleaned up a few years ago. And then you get to the railroad, and on the other side of the railroad, Willamette Cove, which is a property that's owned by Metro. But this is one of the few spots along the whole trail where it's all a natural area now. We're hopeful that this will be one of the next sections built. So you got a great opportunity to connect the University of Portland to St. John's, and be a nice node on both ends, or you can actually get somewhere on the trail. It's another reason why we need a paved bike path to connect from St. John's to downtown Portland. Here we are on phase 2 of the North Portland Greenway tour.
We're about to enter the section called Baltimore Woods. This is an unpaved section right now, but we've just acquired a few properties along the way to make it more realistic to happen within the next few years. Eventually the trail will go down here and down into the lot and down and around, and then it hooks up to Lombard around by Cork and Seal. So we're at the north end of the Baltimore Woods section, and behind us is the Crown Cork and Seal industry area, and on the behind me is the residential area. And as the trail comes through here, we're going to be heading towards Lombard Boulevard and into Pier Park, and then over to Chimney.
We're in Pier Park. We're going to go down on the other side of these ball fields right here, and the railroad is just on the other side of the trees. Metro has plans and it funded a bridge over the railroad that takes us from this park across the railroad to Chimney Park. So that should happen in 2011. So this driveway right here will be closed off, is my understanding, and there will be a crossing right here across Columbia Boulevard and head towards the landfill.
So the dump is now currently under a master plan, and they're going to be planning a trail around the perimeter. The back perimeter of it will connect all the way over to Kelly Point Park, so we don't have to take Lombard anymore. But if you go to the top of the hill here, urban legend says that you can see Mount Rainier, St. Helens, Mount Adams, and Hood Mountain from the top.
Hood Mountain?
So that'll be pretty exciting. Mount Hood.
This part is referred to as the Port of Portland Trail. And it dead ends down here because it can't go, there's no bridge over the slough.
In between the Port of Portland Trail and this trail, there's about 100 yards that is not finished, so that's why we came in via the drive. But that will eventually be connected, and then once you go this way on the fork, it takes you all the way up to the confluence of the Willamette and the Columbia and sandy beaches.
Here we are at the northernmost point of the North Portland Willamette Greenway Trail. Had a great ride. You can help the North Portland Greenway Trail become a reality. Visit npGREENWAY.org and get involved.